with the Cleveland Browns.
Justin Tucker is a kickoff for Baltimore.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touch.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain.
But you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat grits. How did you let it go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. But you might remember. Nick Chubb, he had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14-2. From the 27, Mayfield, and his throw is incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, Sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
By Andrew Billings.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Oh, he shifts past him. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Mayfield now from the 50. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone It makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That's on the former Army Ranger, Alejandro Villanueva. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Time he's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 10. Here's Dobbins.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Justin Tucker lining up for
That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. Second down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Cleveland.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Browns.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A first down throw from Mayfield. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Second down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
They'll They'll give it to Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Jackson from the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
right back to Dobbins on first.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Some room to work. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Jackson will keep it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball a 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Now it's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Ravens 14, Browns 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense. defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's taken to the 26. So that one will be accepted. The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of...
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down.
There's Myles Garrett forcing another offensive lineman to yell, look out to his quarterback as he ends up putting him on the deck. 30.5 sacks in his first 3 seasons. Easily one of the best 3-down defensive ends in the NFL.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to take over at their own 38-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Dobbins. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of his.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield looks to throw. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going deep for Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
1st down, Browns.
He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
1st down.
Mayfield on 1st down. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And partner, I must say, good to see you again.